In this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step process on how to buy a house in San Francisco. Hey, Eric the Realtor here. I created this channel to provide you with real estate related content that will save you time and money. If that's something you're interested in, smash that subscribe button now and let's get into it. The home buying process in San Francisco can be quite daunting if you don't have an expert with you, so I'm going to break the process down for you step by step. Before we jump in, let's answer if now is a good time to buy in San Francisco. The COVID lockdown in San Francisco started at the end of last March, and a couple months after that is when the real estate market started trending down. Now that it's the springtime and COVID restrictions are starting to lift, offices are opening back up, and the vaccines are starting to open up to even more and more groups of people. Indoor dining is open back up. The Warriors and the Giants are now allowing fans back in the games, and we're going to continue to see this upward trend as people return to San Francisco. Can you afford to live in San Francisco? Well, let's take a look. Let's look and see what the cheapest house was that sold this month. So go to Zillow.com and type in San Francisco. Now, instead of for sale data, click on sold. Click on beds and baths. Let's look for a 3-bed, 2-bath. Let's just look at single family homes. And let's look at sales within the last 14 days. Sort low to high. And it looks like this 3-bed, 2-bath sold for 1.12. And if you're using a 10% down first-time homebuyers program with no PMI, this is what your down payment's going to look like. And here's your mortgage payment. SF property tax is about 1.2%. So here's your mortgage payment and here's your monthly taxes. Okay, let's talk about the first step on buying a home in San Francisco, and that is to get pre-approved. Now there's 3 types of pre-approvals that you can get. There's a pre-qualification, a pre-approval, and lastly, a fully underwritten pre-approval. And that's what we're going to want to try and get you to keep you most competitive in this market. You'll get a pre-qualification once you type all your information onto the online application with your bank, and they'll give you a pre-qualification shortly thereafter. This doesn't really help you much in San Francisco. You're going to want to go to that next level and get a pre-approval. And a pre-approval means that there was a lender that looked at your information, contacted you, they checked your credit, they checked your work history and your funds, and they physically pre-approved you for the loan. Now there are a few lenders in San Francisco that wanted to provide even more value to their customers. They wanted to be able to give them a leg up against all the other competitors, and in doing so they've created what is a fully underwritten pre-approval. Basically what that means is your pre-approved loan was sent to the underwriters and they have checked everything off and everything looks good, and they brought you all the way to the finish line. So now all you really have to do is pick out your house and that's it. If you are having a hard time finding a lender that will fully underwrite you before your offer is accepted, go ahead and reach out to me. I've got contact information in the comments and I will be more than happy to refer you to some lenders that do that. Now, I personally like working with buyers that have not even went through the pre-approval process yet. That way we can talk about what their wants are and what their needs are, and we can custom fit a plan for them, and I can help them shop different lenders based on their wants and needs. Now, not every agent's gonna do that. In fact, the majority of them are just gonna tell you, call me back when you're pre-approved. I'm not gonna spend time with you. Once you're pre-approved, the next step is to go on the MLS and start searching for properties for you. How many bedrooms do you need? What's your minimum square footage you need? And actually, we still need to figure out what your budget is. Just because the bank pre-approved you for a certain dollar amount doesn't necessarily mean that's how much you want to spend. And to figure that out, you can just go to a mortgage calculator online. If you go to my website, you can use my free mortgage calculator there. Also, what condition do you want the property to be in? Do you want it to be fully renovated and move-in ready? Or are you looking for a fixer-upper? And one more big thing we need to figure out is which neighborhoods that you want to search in. There's still some COVID restrictions for real estate right now in San Francisco, so the only way to do an in-person showing is to do a private showing with your realtor. And really all that entails is that your realtor is going to reach out and set up a private showing time, and they'll send you a COVID waiver form for you to review and sign. Once you've seen a house that you're really interested in and you're considering making an offer on it, reach out to your realtor and they will give you comps and disclosures. I'm going to get into more detail on what a comp and a disclosure is in future videos, but a quick overview is a comp, or a comparable sale price, is where your agent is going to check recently sold properties in that same area to give you a general idea of what they think that the house is going to sell for. And your agent can order disclosure paperwork for you, which is anything and everything that the seller knows about the property that they have to disclose to you. Okay, so the next step is writing an offer on that property. You've already found a property you like, You've already read the disclosures and you know everything about the property. Your agent has already given you comps, so you have a good idea of how much you think that house is going to sell for. So now you just need to work with your agent to write an offer. Most new homes that hit the market in San Francisco are going to have an offer date, meaning they're not just taking offers as they come. They're going to show the property for one weekend or 2 weekends, and then they want all the offers to be shown to the seller all at the same time. So that's pretty much it. Those are the basics on how to buy a house in San Francisco. I'm going to make a part 2 of this video where we're going to go over a lot more of the steps in more detail, like disclosures, comps, what it takes to get an offer accepted, contingency dates, preparing for close of escrow, what to expect on closing day, what to expect on signing day. We'll get more into that in a future video. If you're thinking about buying a home in San Francisco and are not really sure where to start, I provide a free buyer's consultation, and I can get to know your specific wants and needs so we can custom tailor a home buying plan for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be notified next time I post a video, subscribe and hit that bell notification. And if you like today's content, smash that like button. Check the description below for plenty of other free resources. If you have any questions, comments, or just want to say hi, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Thanks again for watching. Erik the Realtor signing off for now. See you next time.